Today, now the 29th day of July 2025. Today, now the 30th day of July 2025. Ghana man then ki say last but one day for make July end. Yes, and so then ki say we say second to last, then say last but one for make we end July. Yes, that for you within a YouTube. But for the other one then go say, oh, now 2 days before anyone. Fambulem, the economy they do very well. Even though it gets small one or two challenges them, but they do fine. Because waiting do inflation don't come down to 7.1%. Yes. Inflation don't come down 7.1%. Even the Bank of Sierra Leone, they don't pull word nado for say the interest rates right now safe way they go they trust give the bank, then for let the bank then trust give we, then they reduce some back so that you want go trust to the bank safe go able know how they trust give you. So the economy it come it can dey. The 2025 supplementary budget within a parliament not enact them. The moment Osai Honorable Abdul Kagbo and the leader of government business Honorable Sam Atunuma, then 1 or 2 term Honorable Ibrahim Tawabi the Kainsai, Honorable Nakono himself be the kind side, but say austerity talk kind side, austerity kind side all. Now, Honorable Sam Atunuma say APC want politicize the austerity, but you go carry for yourself. You go carry then a parliament. Carry them. But before that, let's say what Bank of Salon say. Even though na some monetary policy statements, yes, got for let the layman safe understand this. The monetary policy committee, na Bank of Salon, don't hold an emergency meeting. Why not get emergency meeting? Emergency. Okay. And our meeting now be the 24th day of July 2025. Then be all and then say then be call a meeting for assess the recent global and domestic macroeconomic developments since the last one where them be doing at the quarterly meeting where now be in June. 1 month after una older one day, una say no, let's call another emergency one. Why? For determine whether any adjustment of the current monetary policy they need for do am. So they beget meeting last month. 1 month after, they say they call emergency meeting. So inside the meeting, recommendation be they say the monetary policy rates then for reduce them by 2 percentage points. To 21.75%. And the standing lending facility rates and the standing deposit facility rates Then for do am by 3 percentage points each. We mean to say the standing lending facility rates in they go to 23.75%, and the standing deposit facility rate in they go to 14.25% respectively. Then we approve them. Then at the board of directors, and that one then at the 28th, then they approve them. And the committee began for recommend the following. 1. Then say the pressure by inflation it will continue for ease. With headline inflation declining to 7.10%. The last ten not to be 9, then be given. But this trip, inflation don't go down. That's now for June 2025. Then say it been 7.55% in May, as reported by the own Monetary Policy Committee. So they own different from statistics. Well, they wait for statistics they own. Then say there has been a further reduction in the 364 day than one earlier. The Treasury bill rates from 20.40% as of 12th June 2025 to 15.17% as of 17th July 2025. Due to the ongoing fiscal consolidation efforts by the government. Okay. Number 3. Although the real GDP growth, then the projector for increase to 4.5% in 2025, because last year na be 4.4% in 2024. The Bank of Sierra Leone, they say their own composite index of economic activity, they show a slight downward in the economic activity na the second quarter of 2025. There was a decline in the private sector credits from 3.72 percentage points of the GDP in March 2025 to 3.69 percentage points of GDP in May 2025. Number 5. The Leone to US dollar exchange rates continue to be relatively stable due to the monetary and the fiscal policy coordination and for improve the market sentiment. Number 6. They say but higher the uncertainty in the global environment is gradually warning, but risk remain. Wait again. We do not talk now. For say the Monetary Policy Committee acknowledge improvement in the domestic macroeconomic environment and the balance risk to the inflation outlook, the entire to the downward. So they go down. Okay. Therefore, the Monetary Policy Committee consider a further ease of the monetary policy stand will go align with development na the money markets, the currency policy consistency, and for stimulate private sector credit and investment without compromising the price stability objective where Bank of Salon puts down. Therefore, from today, effective today, 29th of July 2025, the following rates are published for information of the public. 1. Monetary policy rate 21.75%. 2. Standing lending facility rate 23.75%. Standing deposit facility rate 14.25%. The committee then committed to the mandate of price stability and willing for recommend adjustments to the monetary policy stand before the next meeting, where then go all, and the next meeting go be September 25th. Hopefully they not call other emergency meeting. So like I be explain to you, say waiting the bank they try for say then go reduce the money where the bank of Salon they lent commercial banks working lent with the private people them. And so then they do them, then go walk around that one day. Okay. Let's wait. Let statistics pull Leone. Yeah. Parliament. The Minister of Finance been ready for the 2025 supplementary budget. Parliament don't enact them. But there was a debate. We're not going to show you all the entire debate, so my brother, sister, family, we go show you some. SLPP they accuse APC say every time now, yeah, people they say no, yeah, by the way the economy they go right now, this particular government for don't declare austerity in the country. A lot of people don't talk that one day. But this government, that word austerity, lie, they can't hear them. And today, now Parliament, the leader of government business, been get for take her head on with Honorable Abdul Kagbo. The APC side say, then they advocate to the Minister of Finance, make it increase the salary for police officers, teachers, and what's not. Then the SLPP side say, hey, hypocrite. Now the same APC weki Allah say the wage bill high. Now then they can't talk now say let they increase salary for police officer. Not to hypocrites that one day, not to Jifanji, not to Bizaboni and lie. Because if you say for increase police officer then salary, well the wage bill go up. That's so SLPP. So at one point Italics say then they deliberate, because one left farm, I don't want to interject, I want left let you get her in the entirety, even though not to say now how I don't kill like that way. Imagine I want when you listen, I want you pay attention. I just draw your attention to one or two things them where happen inside the debate. When Honorable Abdul Kagbo they talk say teachers them, then they suffer, they this, then they that, and SLPP parliamentarian Isabel then Kinchuk then back talk there. He said the teacher then they enjoy. Then back talk the way they give under. Listen no more, yeah. Inti sabi, I don't want noise. I don't want noise. But you know, say then they need a reward. APC. The last 10 years, APC tell we say because of parliament give the chance for the electoral commission, the electoral commissioner East, when they say no, now be public servant, he not suppose he not qualify for that position. The APC tell we say them, then they take the courts na matter. People they blow, they not do you. Then they take the matter na court and not they blow. Now so APC be say now almost 1 month so because na over 20 days where then they don't happen. Today, Onkulo, President Bill don't swear in na status. APC how market. Now una be say una they take the matter go court. Una ye na chief from una yeto. Una ye. Okay. Oh. Ora. We una ye do una ka una la. Na la. At the end of the day, first una de yeri back nothing from una. And they call it how market. Because you say that you be tweet say this one, how then quinoa for thief, that's so they don't begin, but legally una go contest her. Waiting they go on. You don't go take out of office. I be fit to say right after that 10 day, una go ask the Supreme Court for interpretation. Una go seek say let not take out of office yet. Let wait first. Let we hear the Supreme Court to go deal with the matter for the interpretation. But to know you're not from una. We dey wait. We dey wait. But they remind you now. Say the commissioner East, he don't take out of office. Una be ala say una go na court. Una say una no go left and so. We are still waiting. Okay. Awesome, we say. No, if you say talk to me. Yeah, Papa God, anything. You get good people, they also be expert people. Anything we reach part awesome in business, like yesterday. You see money with the comments. People, you don't sabi nothing. But this business, just don't go do you explore and do you good old days. Forget about this thing. Just because I tell you say, no, not correct. Are things easy for people in Sierra Leone? No. Things not easy for the people in the country. Why make we get parliamentarian then? They are the lawmakers. You know what she make Sierra Network different? Because she winner saloon. We did saloon better one. Everything where they are, we not to tell and they can't tell we. We are involved in Sierra Leone. 22 ages back and forth. Myself now, where say I left gist if you say I reach under. Like if you say na deport, they don't deport me. because we dey inside, we get businesses there. We know how the system they run. We they feel the pinch. We are in within the community and everything. So not for saying that they say, can't tell me say no. We get workman the whole they pay. We get people who they work for. We know the workers' attitude. We know everything. Now so the parliamentarian are back for they within the community, so that they go know they are the lawmakers. So that when they go to parliament, the burden of the people. They say for film, when they go to parliament and do things right. I mean the people put them there for represent them. But some parliamentarian first na JC na in area. Who say they represent na JC dey. And when they go to parliament, who are they talking for? Who do they make law for? For themselves or for the poor people of Sierra Leone? Yes, Salone people them poor. Even the one the way they see they make like say they get that lie them poor. If not to poverty. Why news time go say we open we hands wide for welcome the kingpin from the Netherlands? Why? Na poverty. And lately, a lot of armed robbery. With gun. Shalom police they say, oh, we are safe. The other tell the access say, oh, now the peaceful nation. No. The trend who they see now, it not fine. It not fine today, not fine tomorrow. Look the last one there. Where they say they make counterfeit money. If they make you counterfeit money, you say, why for involve gun inside the gun? The other day na Femi turn a drive. Then say thief man then go there. Wait till then go to back a gun. Femi turn a drive. Then they claim say then call police. When they call the police, and the police hey, there. It's not the call for. Una call a donkey and then nya una. Then say tell the thief man then go. And then inside the compound say then go. Police not reach there. That's not what we want. Not to this kind of country we want. Now I make the parliamentarian for do what is right by the people. Supplementary budget. Supplementary budget na top up to the last budget. You don't buy cookery. We no say you want 4,000. You say that buy 3,000 first. 3 Leone. 3 Leone cookery they self large outside the fish and na 3 Leone. 3 Leone now na 30 Leone. Forget self. Yes. La buy 30 Leone soon. You know see that 40 Leone soon you want to wait on he say but yeah I tell you there for me. I put the plazas. Well, now the supplementary budget for top up. So this side why they count now, na Honorable Abdul Kagbo. Now he make like a for say, he dey do bang what him we send in a parliament for. But you know it's in fumble. Now we all watch together. Don't let fear. Me I dey feel unsafe because you know say me I no kill Leka this way. You know Leka for the whole day let me self kind inside but no. This one Awale we left the debate. Let we left and give them. Let them handle them. the young way. So Fambulem, let's watch.
Because you are confusing possession.
Thank you. You are speaking immediately after me. So you can know all your objections. Yes. So we want to say the people of this country are not only meant to be singing and dancing for political leaders. They should be seen benefiting from the policies we make, from the decisions we take that will affect the economy, that will affect their well-being, and that will make the country better for them. I pray that further measures will be taken to ensure that we ease the burden on Sierra Leoneans. As I speak, Mr. Speaker, things are not comfortable. They are not easy with the mere Sierra Leonean. We had our colleagues here when they were debating. They spoke about the conditions of teachers. They spoke about the conditions of police officers. They spoke about the conditions. So cutting government expenditure to ensure that we take care of these very serious things is very good. Nobody is well taken care of. My honor, nobody is well taken care of. You would not know except you interact with them. So we want to support the passing of this budget and hope that the minister takes into consideration most of the points we raised. So on behalf of the opposition, I want us to join hands with the ruling bench over there to ensure that this budget is passed, but with key observations to points that we've made on this very side. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity.
Thank you very much. Leader of the opposition, leader of government business.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Honor which answer the others. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I thank you very much for your various contributions, and you agree with me that one thing that is clear, we said we need to have passed this budget, which some questions that you have also proposed. No, I did not hear you giving any questions, which I will do. That means a question that has to do with the budget in the interest of making economic growth in this country. And we do not intend to see as if we are supporting you because we are governing bench. We are speaking the fact to the reality on the ground. So in this morning, when I was debating, I made my projections based on what he brought to this house in 2002, 2003, I know 2023. But let me now refer you back to your predecessor, Mr. Gigi Safa. When we took over governance, he brought in supplementary budget. He did not bring any new budget because government is a continuation. Remember the first paragraph, the first page. He said, we are not resorting to bank borrowing. We are not resorting to bank borrowing, creating the financial difficulties within the administration. We are bringing in fiscal discipline, which we can maintain and consolidate our gains that we are going to make. So, we open the single treasury account so that we can service our agenda, our priorities areas that has to do with education, agriculture, etc., etc. That's what exactly he put to us. Now, coming down the line, and we said in the fiscal statement you brought to lay in this house, we projected also in reducing the inflation rate. And from that administration since 2016, 15, 16, 17, when we took governance, we said yes, we accepted the fact that there are problems within the system. We have the fact that there are economic challenges within the system. That's all over the world. after Ebola, we have a series of shocks within the system. So we said we want to reduce inflation to a single digit. But we said we cannot do it now. I laid down the principles of how do we achieve in terms of reversing the inflation rate. It's not thing that you can today say it and it happens. It has to do with policies and fiscal disciplines all over. So you and your team, I want to say thank you very much and salute you. You came with your budget in 2023. I am happy to say you are a very honest minister. Indeed, you are a honest minister. We talk about which have states I will come to that. I'm just making so people can understand. You made it very clear. You talk about why do we need to mobilize domestic revenues so we can be able to support our own budget vis-a-vis that to the GDP. You also state that we need to do certain plans in terms of resource mobilizations. And in fact, what you refer to, we mentioned which have started, you talk about the blue economy. In fact, your last budget focused on blue economy. I don't understand why you talk about blue economy, so we all know about that. You took your time to explain to us. So if we look at the blue economy, which you are not paying more attention to, we can succeed in doing it. And based on what you brought before us, we will see what is happening in that direction. Now let's come to what you talked to us about under the macroeconomic and budgetary performance this year, concerning the one budget year. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, before I start to take reference to the decline in inflation, he mentioned something I want to clarify again. He said we have the debt rate, the debt rate at debt service. We are incurring more debt than ever before. The budget you have read, Mr. Speaker, for correction, let me go to the schedule. Let's go to the schedule. We need to clarify some of these things before it gets to the public when they cannot understand. It is clearly stated, this is the document before us. If it is false, we hold you responsible. Why did you bring false document to Parliament? So I want the opposition to read, not to make political statements, but to live with the facts, so people can understand that you are reading the right thing. So he said under Annex 1, Roman figure 3, you look at overall deficit on cash basis. If you go on the financial year, FY20, are you with me, sir? If you go on that is the particulars of the agreed exactly what we have in the table we schedule. Overall deficit in bracket cash, including grants, when you was talking about grants alone. What you are doing now, Mr. Minister, you know what you are doing? You are doing what you call concessional loans and grants. You are negotiating on behalf of this country. You know what you are doing? You are doing commercial loans. They are not discussing it. No concessions are given. They will just sign because all the idea is to come and eat the money. All the idea to grant what you are paid to loans, they cannot implement. We ratify in this house over $60 million worth of grants and loans given to agricultural ministry through the Union Trust Bank. We did that through Union Trust Bank. You know what they did in the administration while I was in the opposition? They took my father's farm, oil plantation. They used it. That was funded by us. I saw it on TV. I challenged them that I will not accept that one. I was in the opposition. You are using us as front. So they are all basis, not the concessional loans, but also discussing loan, commercial loan that can benefit their pocket, not us. My father is a very good person in oil plantation. When I saw it on the TV, I recommended my dad, don't never do that. Don't use our personal property so our government can come and make block around. So we stop that. So what you have done in this concessional loans agreement, you have negotiated for this to approve, like this man reference, the one we have just ratified. We said oil palm, cassava, and infant foods. So what you are doing is to make sure we are consistent in what you have brought before us. That's how powerful your administration is. We don't believe in rhetorics. Today they are talking about austerity because you politicize austerity. You politicize it. We told you don't do it. Austerity on general terms is applied everywhere in the world, even the greatest economy in the world, America. But for the edification of this house, I will now read what you mean by the Google definition, economic austerity, so we can understand before you come to define it to us. Mr. Speaker, I said the last time, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, Honorable our Deputy Speaker. I have said we should not politicize certain things within our administration and also in our governance, because it will haunt us one day. They are busy defending the audit report. Why is busy exposing them? Are you vote controller defending the audit report? You are not vote controller. We told them today we have encouraged yes, there are challenges. But he's doing the right thing, Deputy Speaker, the chairman for the audit report committee. He's doing the right thing. We cannot be comfortable with it. But how it goes, that's what you call governance. It's not every day you are going to be comforted. No, it's not. Mr. Speaker, let me now draw your attention to this one. Because you are talking about austerity. You politicize austerity, and we question you. Austerity is just a terminology to make it comfortable when you are talking about economy. Now, economic austerity, a set of economic policies usually consisting of tax increase is not only reduced. I read because I wanted to get the edification. Not only digital reduction, tax increases, spending cuts, or a combination of the two. Now, used by government to reduce budget deficits. Mr. Minister, since he started coming to this house, he has talked about budget deficit over and over. You know why you increase? You increase to have more revenue. And in service of debt, the debt you are seeing now, the security debt you are seeing now, is the debt that they incurred in this house, where they left governance. John Benjamin, the former Minister of Finance, when they took governance on what standing orders, I will not sit down to tell you what standing orders.
I didn't ask you for standing orders. Mr. Speaker, yes, what also Mr. Speaker spoke of the essence of making corrections whilst we are speaking to make sure that the public is well informed. I want to correct my leader here. If you could go through the IMF debt sustainability report that they do annually, from 2018, 2019, we had moderate risks of debt distress. Going to 2020, 2021, we went into high risks of debt distress. So the debt that we have gone through, the high risk is incurred by this government and no other government. I want to make that clear.
Thank you very much. We have not denied any type of debt incurred. We have not. Have we denied? No. We have not denied. When you took governance, by then you are not in parliament. You are busy in the classroom. I was here. You took class when you I was here. I don't know when you are teaching or you are preaching.
I have never thought before.
Mr. Speaker, debt when you took it was zero. We left reserve, the records are there. Check the bank governors here.
Again, Mr. Speaker, for the sake of the edification of this house, our external debt has never gone to zero in the history of Sierra Leone. Even when there was a debt cancellation for Tijan Kaba, for the late President Kaba, not all our debts were cancelled. I want that to be record also.
You know, if you listen to me very well. Mr. Speaker, you know, I did not talk about it. I said our debt is not classified. The records are referred to the bank government. I said it was zero debt. We took care of our domestic debt. That's what I referred to. I did not. You cannot wipe out external debt. No, you can negotiate it. Our domestic debt, we brought it down to zero. I did not talk about external debt. You should have waited. Let me finish to make my point. You did not wait.
Mr. Leader, sorry, sir. I hate interjection. That is not part of me. But I'm constrained because of the edification of the listening public. Nor our external debt, neither our internal debt has ever gone to zero in the history of Salon. Go and check and prove.
Mr. Speaker, the document presented to the land is very clear that our debt, the one that we incur, domestic debt, when we took governance, when they took governance, we gave them zero, so zero. Let them check. I will challenge them. Our reserve was over 500 billion in local, and we had our foreign reserve. Our foreign reserve is also $1 million. They know that. That was presented to the administration. So the debt you are talking about being cured is for the bank administration that they don't trust. from 2018, from 2022.
I pray, Mr. Speaker, I pray this is my last interjection. When we get office, Mr. Deputy.
Sorry, sir. Mr. Speaker, this is an unprecedented.
Yes, for the edification of those.
Hold on. I think this is an unprecedented procedural parliamentary.
Presidential is being done by leaders.
But Mr. Speaker, if it is done by leaders, the leaders are informed to teach those at the back the procedures of parliament. And the procedures of parliament require you to stand on standing order. And if you are standing on a particular standing order, if you are rising on 34, you are only allowed to elucidate a point you have made that the person or the debater is skewing to his interest. But the leader is making a point completely different from what he has submitted, and the interjection is not helping the public. But the public, I'm sorry, I'm still on my legs. The public is not understanding the debate. Not even us sitting here understanding the debate. We don't understand the purpose of the leader's debate. We don't understand the content, because when he makes one statement, the leader on the other side will interject, and this is not parliamentary.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Speaker, all of us were here, including the strangers. They were all here. When our men were being interjected, the Deputy Speaker had this very close, he had this very standing order, but he did not make mention of it. Except when the leader now is, I told you, in fact, before I spoke, I said there will be some high level of reciprocity for me. When he interjected me, I did say so. And that is what I'm doing. The laws are, this is the problem. They cherry pick the laws they implement based on who the law affects, and that is not governance. You should have said that when I was doing that. You should have said that when he did it. Now to my point with the leader, the import cover that he is speaking of. When we were leaving PAR in 2018, we left 3 months of import cover. And now we only have 1.8 months of import cover for the verification.
You know, you can never accept any that is true that will give us facts and fees to the public. As I said, when I made my point, I made my point based on reference I made to you. That if you challenge some of these facts, check with the Bank of Sierra Leone. And we are very systematic in discharging our issues in terms of governance, in terms of our economic policies. As I said it earlier, and you cannot really make me to just shift my point. I can continue to make my point and also speak to the note in front of us. And I will be consistent in what I have presented to this House. As I said, in 2018, when we took governance, we are in governance, we are in charge. Whether you like it or not, today the inflation rate is at single digits. They tried to fix it, it didn't fix, because they had poor economic management, poor economic policies. So I refer to them for better execution. I said, if you want to achieve, first accept the things that you have, the challenges, and proper solutions. So what you have done, the solution that you have proposed is giving us dividend today. Good solutions all over the world. That's why I read the meaning of austerity, economic austerity. Mr. Minister, economic austerity, which I have defined, everybody knows. You are talking about reduction. You came and politicized it. We said, no. Every time we are here discussing budget, we must talk about austerity in the form of economic presentation. So nothing different. They are costing us to change the name of our budget team to austerity. Why do we need to do that? Which it just when you make say, SO2, go school, yeah, book. SO2. No, we are not going to school without books. We are going to school without books. That is why we are talking about economic austerity. It's simple. So stop referring to us austerity as if a different language. We have been talking about austerity since the days of Asheki. Since the days of Asheki, you are talking about austerity. What you came to do is to politicize austerity. I think I have done enough to educate you on austerity. Coming back to the fact, we don't politicize things. That's why I said the audit report, we didn't politicize it. We make clear the audit report. That's why we have done huge discovery. Huge discoveries. We are not vote controllers. We are lawmakers. So coming to this one, I said I will come to the macroeconomic and budgetary performance of this year. He has presented to us. He did not deny that we don't have challenges. He said we have challenges. But they refused to accept the fact that he has made his point clearly to the nation. But he's back to Parliament to make sure that those challenges that we have faced, we are able to solve them. So the thing is very clear. Because he knows what he has achieved. He knows what he has achieved. So when we came in 2018 and read the budget, the next financial year, we said first, let us lay our fiscal statement document. We laid it in Parliament. Today, let them go back and read where we are seeing downward projection in inflation. It's clearly stated. When in 2023 and 2024, when he brought in the budget, he said we cannot get down to, as I said earlier on, we cannot get down this budget, the inflation rate to single digit because of the Russia-Ukraine war. And we are laughing. He referred to the recovery of the COVID, and they are laughing. And today, because we have implemented all of those policies, with real strength in terms of economic challenges, we are able to achieve our downward trend in inflation. Thank you very much. These are not things that are different in countries. These are not different. So I make the reference. Let me go back and check the fiscal statement. It's there. They brought all the time. So since he started bringing a document to us that has to do with the economy, he has stated very clearly what we can achieve. I spoke this morning about 7.5%. Today, as you were speaking, it's now 7.1%. And what I did, I consulted the bank governor. I said, are you sure? He said, yes. SO2, so don't go back. You don't want to talk about it? Are they fixing it? My colleague on the other side, he should be sincere to us. He's in the ECOWAS parliament. Our ECOWAS colleagues, the policies, the green they are giving us, they are just from a meeting from the ECOWAS region. Sierra stands very tall in terms of economic policies and what you have been. Oh yes, they are facts. He knows. He knows very well. I read the document. He knows. We cannot be ashamed to say the truth. When our economy gets better, it's for all of us. SO2, if you say the economic block family benefit. No. We are talking about wages, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah, he spoke of ECOWAS Parliament and he referred to he said that.
Yeah, ECOWAS Parliament. I said really economic policies coming from ECOWAS. Yes. There are good policies coming. The minister can allude to that one. Yes. Don't worry about that one.
No, then let me just make verification, sir. Please, sir. Yes, I feel uneasy when I interject my comrade.
No, go ahead.
The senior comrade of your Radicals Club. What a matter.
All right.
Again, I will be pleased if the leader of government business would make specific reference to the document he is referring to. As an ardent member of the ECOWAS Parliament, I have not yet privy to the document the leader is making reference to. But according to him, Emerson is trying to show him the document. No document. I have not seen it yet. So I don't want a picture to be painted as if I am part of, I have seen the document, I have read the document, I'm pretending not to have read the document. So, Mr. Emerson, the Right Honorable Emerson. The leader, you are allowing him.
Definitely, yes.
Please make sure that you call the page of the document.
Mr. Speaker, maybe let me just refer to SO35. It is clear, it is very clear, my colleague here and my very self can attest. We have a privilege of listening to country reports every year, at least twice. And it can affirm and clear to this public that whenever we listen to country reports, we need to talk of standard of living. There is no ECOWAS country, as I speak, where anyone can use $100 to get 3 bags of rice. No way. But it happens in Sierra Leone. You cannot deny that.
Yes, again, Mr.
Point of order, please.
No, Mr. Leader, let me just.
No, you don't ask me.
You spoke of country reports. I am in the way of ECOWAS Parliament. When country reports are read, I want to make this essentially clear, Mr. Speaker. I have all the country reports in my possession. And of course, reading is what I do in my leisure. There is no country in which their country report states that $100 can buy 3 bags of rice. I want the member of parliament, the senator, to prove that. There is no country report that has that. So what is just quoting is not from any country report.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, You know, we are in the sub-region. In the sub-region, most of our policies are also, when you talk about the CET, we talk about our economic policies. We have ratified protocols and treaties that has to do with economic stability. We are also trying to see how best our policies can be in line with other policies within the zone. We have ratified protocols and treaties that has to do with economic stability. We are also trying to see how best our policies can be in line with other policies.
Okay, low left them. Low left them. What do you get out of a long pass? So, but get for left there. Honorable Samatunima, they accuse APC say them politicize austerity. Who that politicize austerity? Who that use austerity against incumbent? If they talk about economic austerity, APC use austerity. So SLPP use that austerity where APC implement for campaign against them. But now it is say APC now they use austerity as politics. How? How? They will implement the austerity, then SLPP take austerity. So whenever they try, they say no. Like the other time, they named the budget. APC named the budget austerity budget, and he was not having it. In fact, the word austerity first, SLPP no want to near them first. They no want to today. They no want to tomorrow. Okay, look who side they end up. Now then they cross parliament and they know it's in the happen day. Then they accuse themselves of waiting. Would I talk waiting? Then they say no see paper. Then they say no see the book. You no see. Then they say even when they talk say not for politicized, but even in there they are politicizing. And Isusa Honorable Ablukago Tower. Who said Tower say no? When maybe they talk, una be they interject. Then when me want talk now, why they interject? Honorable Tower grab the court law. He say why not be don't court away that one they be they interject when me they talk. Say una they implement law, but una they cherry pick. You only the talker now after me they interject where Honorable Samatunima they talk because I interject say oh no that they way talk so not to go oh no like clarify that one day. He said na so be they do and he did but cut all up. He said na so be they do me na so be they do and I be telling say hey when una turn go reach for talk I go do the same thing if I want them. If I want them. But I guess even that they be they laugh them they say na phone. Now parliament this so. Now the supplementary budget. Them pass and they don't pass on already. But just say that issue small. With the back and forth. If the lawmakers them what would they call honorable? The position come with honor. Then they accuse themselves of not talking true. Then they say, oh, una get tablets say una need they use there. I don't know what to make China give una then tablets then they. Because state today na paper documents then they use. Yes. Paper. Then they use them tablet they would before them more. Because it will be easier for share screen. It will be easier Instead for share screen say, okay, the time will come, now so we left. Now so we meet. Watch the screen. I just don't send and day. I encourage members them for watch down a screen. Yes, look and day. Now make una get clack, una get people who work for una. Like on a depart the debate on a meet up outside. On a meet up na one junction, on able. You tell the person who work for say, send that document for me, fena. Send it to me. We send it to you, can I tablet? You say, yeah, Mr. Speaker, as I be the talk this store, SO21, SO25. Look, I don't share now his screen. Members of Parliament, please watch our screen. This is the document. This time we meet. But they're not able to verify nothing. Now he say, she say. Now with this digital age. Before they say, what's like go Google? I read for you. Take Google say. That was austerity. Paupa no one ta. But they accuse APC now they politicize. How could APC that implemented austerity? How could they politicize them back? That's it. Inflation don't can do ya. That's what they see. And a saloon. Jerome say he said they not sabi use PowerPoint. Now you talk out. So I can't say he said to be honest, we parliamentarian they noisy. Our layman be don't tell them, but they know a reward. I don't want noise. I don't want noise, but they still cause the noise. Usu and welcome, sir. What you get for today?
Thank you very much, Triple A, for giving more flash lines and headlines in Salon, especially with Usa with the talk of the organ or the lifespan. In other words, the area where they give life in a salon. When you talk of life, government, talk of people, talk of a nation. Now the economy, now they make it up. In other words, another main thing where they move life inside the system, the life where people and for live, for let them go exist. But looking at the past years, them now, decades, we don't see ups and downs. We don't see sideways, money they come. We see them describe the economy. Some them tell you about reserve. We see waiting with the reserve and waiting with the use out. Until you reach at this point wherein the present government, they claim, say, they meet a big hole and then don't they try for make it down to a single figure. But when you look at the trends of what they happen within the government's succession, you find out, say, the sideway we do now between the last 5-6 years, only from 2023, there has been a hyper wherein not to numerical, where they count 1, 2, 3, up to 10, the kind of teach begin. If you teach the child now for tell you, say, you begin to say 3, now go able to look at other areas who go able to bring revenue, where they get the gold. If I see I don't want to now look it to, even though we don't go rip up the whole soil, they talk of the agriculture, we talk of other areas who now go look, so now go invest. So these are the areas where we go talk, so now that's not the healthy economy. We government they do, but if government they around the circles of tax, and the one they wouldn't they see on taxing, and the one they will not want pay. The one them where they ready for pay, then they pay and at the expense of the one who are the final consumer who they still not able to fulfill that inflation on the streets. Because that's why when they pushing all this, let the reserve go hold on so that the dollar go able for holding on price to a digit when they go on. But yes, still, so now here are the day, the factors in day. Because that 5% they pull it under that man, they still get other salary go get her. Indirect tax. So you don't even control direct tax and indirect tax. You they bring direct tax. You ask people and for come. So now that may happen where you see all areas of taxation during that tax year, they increase all taxes. The only side where they can't hold that rest where they pull out from the one they would import not from the buyer, so I go reduce. But what you see the game back just a little bit this the game will happen on the rice. The rice, okay, the price don't go down, but it's because of the effect of the parboiled rice. Oh, they go when they say I think I push or something. So now they want people and they eat now because and they boil and they full of boil. Then they eat like first we say rough rest day, parboiled rest day, this rest day. So then just class and say this, but now in there knows the people and they buy. So then they classify and now say, well, the rest don't go down. But the other areas, the rice, then they still nearly 1 point something or just a little bit less. So these are the areas where they say the game they play, but how the game they play, now the final consumer, now they feel the pain. Now they feel the pain. And the final consumer, they feel the pain because in source of revenue is limited. And at the source of revenue, now Abdul Kabo try for tell about say, let them try for increase the minimum wage. What in the interpret say now another way, because in now it just tell about the policeman, they tell about connotative and denotative and contextual. Is in a GDP say the host will get now place for go sleep. But the leader of government being tell me back now say, well, the host something for go sleep, the host now place where you can even for bring you cow, you animal them, you goat, and then you can even bring you farming tools, so now the house because they keep them there. Because it's not healthy. So that makes it now a different place where you say either you go make the host big or you separate them like a band. Say, yeah, now the farmer was in this. So these are the areas where you see them, they play with me with what say, will they change this? Or this will mean, or then you see anything, I mean, the kinds I say, na salon would they buy $300. Okay, you might say about that because you go pull 3 million or something. You got at 2 point something, go pull 6 million or something. But if they buy this way, they talk of areas where like this last week now church one Uganda and they come with them they were on an orphan. Now, Mr. Self send them because they ask, say, okay, let people contribute. So, when it's so pathetic, I can't ask. The rest na 20 pounds. For bag, 50 kilo, na Uganda. No, not to West Africa. At 20 pounds, even they ask to give $5 because their money are still shillings. Then even they talk about boku. So that 20 pounds, so that means a 5 bag rest. Then they buy that 50 kilo now Uganda. So it's a matter of how then they play with words. They try to come out from the idea, say, our present situation, we therefore look to how they treasury bonds they are, what they make would they sell them? Why would they sell the interest rates? Now they describe about interest lending rates because they're being high. When the people that they can't buy, they want them when they take their loan, they wouldn't they say they want our money, wouldn't give or them will help them, but whatever microfinance, whatever it be, the interest rates. And then they stay where the reserve they go because they always divert. And what's going to happen? Then they tell me they can count them fake check for can't take. So these are all the areas one have fiscal indiscipline. But in the they tell you about fiscal indiscipline, then you own discipline, and the single treasury accounts. Then they don't wait for describer. And the way back when they describe austerity, then you go with them books. So it change the world just for let the final consumer not go try for understand, say, would they try for help now? The price in rest, now so it be, now this year, now so it for be. But the deputy governor of bank, the bank governor, the deputy, he been go, then there's their way they appoint her. When they ask her the same question, are their results will reach to up to 3 months? When are in a bit healthy economy, he say the problem get for day two now. Una na the fiscal area una go deal with that. You don't go for that. But all that means, so we not go put reserve if una no bring them. Or if we not help, if we don't show the way we get them through taxes from the commercial bank, una way for able for maintainer, una no maintainer, for like una go bring out another source of revenue. Well, we can't produce. So this is a balance of game where the only hope say it be like when you host now, the walls inside you host, even though in Africa only you do them so much, but the walls and I host then crack, and you know see here, I for pull the cement for a plaster or change that brick their shaper. I will just take paper, I can't plaster and find a painter because the stranger way I will just see finals. But what if some confusion can now or something happen, you move something, that place go bust, be exposed. And that's what is happening. We see even something your mind. If you see even in body language of arguing about the economy, it argue, I know they say from a layman's point, but it argue in the way we see the fact, they bring up. They just try to get fight against each other in terms of words. But it's a matter of how with GDP, therefore try look what they make up with GDP, they understand that, sit around table conference, because even today, or Lord just say yesterday, Monday, yesterday, Tuesday, the IMF, they hold the same talk again about the global fiscal, then they try for shoulder in GDP go, this go, then blame all that global problem there. But the final one wouldn't they tell about government, now the one wouldn't they debate. So we hope say then go sit down round table, try call without they call, and look how life they go for the common man. Thank you so much. We are praying for a reform, but not one within the plaster. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Who's friend?
You're not coming as well.
Alpha, welcome, sir. What you get for me?
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me, and thank you to Mr. Usfren as always. I think Mr. Usfren, they play with the English or the Creole them for describe our economy. Well, me at the soccer straight, we economy no goodness alone. We on a bad footing. And the fact remains, because the SLPP may don't use austerity as a means of campaign strategy, a campaign weapon against the opposition now that make they themselves, then they be very, very much cautious on how then they use the word austerity. Everybody will agree with me, say, if the economy is in a good footing, yeah, I feel say the first time they begin enjoy them now with fear. Fear for don't go down. Things as you see fear go down. We all know say fear na political like a political commodity. Any church way church per fear they affect every aspect. Yeah. So having said that, the fact remains, even when then they say the economy, you find say even the SLPP spokesman, they are a majority leader, they find it very, very difficult to even put the definition of good economy. You find out say it is struggle in explanation. Now pull out the interjection where Abdulkago Midegi. But the fact remains, Salon no get still no. In fact, we reserve no get we not get reserve. Yeah, not be realistic now. Yeah. We not get reserve. The former bank governor me don't make it very clear. Say to the extent the government they send check money not there for that. They make it very, very clear to the extent they can forgive them warning. They can forgive them warning with penalty. So if you send check or whatever, money not do, now they pay we. That tells you the level of which the economy they. So let us not take politics. It's not a problem when we get with politicians. I understand they are politicians, very, very true. But the fact remains, when it comes to national development, always they say these things. For once, when I pull the lens of politics now, on and speak the truth to the things them. Honorable Matthew, very, very well know. If the things done the better, economy done the fine, it twinkle to the even the markets. It twinkle go right down there to the even the cookery. One video in social media where the while that guy the pass, I know who's part down in that song where they go and say, both this thing too bad. 30 days rest no can then they say rest price don't can but cookery price no can on it. The measurements are the same. You know what thing do? Because the thing they affect the layman down there. That one where they go buy a dove coat for go selling cookery, it's still they pay there. Transport price still there. And Moabu don't fet today, don't fet, don't tire. The government said they get a formula for petrol price, but for me, the petrol price they can't, but you know they affect salon. All the government they fet, now how well then they able to maximize profits through tax. The government don't turn a businessman where their sole aim now for maximize profits. And that make taxes on every other thing where the people they use frequently. Every other thing people they use frequently, they not levy tax on that. We all know like building material like cement, iron rod, we all know them in the day. Now they tell we say they God. You know, because we not get better now we reserve, now that make them they struggle. Just like what you say. If honorable Machini me no say yes, we get XY amount. Why they begin refer we to the bank governor? If I don't get you evidence and you fact, let people they say then get put iPad in front of them. Nobody is making use of it. I don't say this thing over and over and again. I think say we dey move forward as the world they go. This now technological age. How much does it take for make we forget a central projector for certain debates there? When the constant references, pam, on a point, on a put her up there. The public self when they go there, the foreigner, they go there as they used to call them, or the strangers, then when they see the reality. When I get iPad them before that, for you see parliamentary and touch that iPad or turn on a problem. It's as if na funny the day for. It's simple. We get sub reserve. I'll tell we the number. We'll get the. Show we. Not begin compare from this the tower can't take over. Will not no. People who take over in bad economy according to their own description. How well don't make we economy there in the good shape. How well don't keep how much don't keep the reserve way for make sure say Sierra Leone and they forget and go then get peace that they might say even if it's a lockdown or whatever the next 3 to 6 months we can able for sustain we economy. Give we reference point or give we the amount where they did. Not begin they send me to the governor, almost forcing the access to the governor for go ask her. All the time I see them people they know what they do, they know what they talk. Sometimes they make deliberate statements because they know say the public not get access to certain information. Almost people they will contact the governor for verify what's in the honorable Machinima they say. Now, I will quote the same honorable Machinima. He talk say austerity me don't from Papa Sheki himself. But why not get my use them? Why not get my boldly come out say yes? Will they put the country on the austerity? We say self one for say how they able for save money. Why they not get my user? Because then we don't use them as a tool for campaign. So now, as anyone part the mistake, say yes, accept the fact say we they go or we don't the austerity. Then they don't justify APC their own austerity. So that they will never use it, never in their life. Tell them if then they come on power, then come out. If then they continue, they will continue. But the fact remains that word, they're not going to use that. So that make for me, I feel say the country come first. The things they when they say, let them be honest to we. The people that they represent. Now, one of the most paramount things in the way parliamentarians they do, then they represent the people. I keep saying these things. If you listen every time when they talk, one day they not reference the people the way they represent. One day. Listen them, all the contributions that they make. You've never heard one parliamentarian say this budget or this bill I go discuss out with people them. Now this time the people they say look can't get one day yeah. What did they tell you? It's simple and clear. You know, that make okay say democracy and representation at this. So the time then the disadvantage part of democracy and then why you can put somebody for go represent you, the person go and choose or represent something else. Now we see so. Also, the people, the populace get their power again for and change. You know, they passed the next election. Rest of it, in the PR system, we still the jungle with. So even when parliamentarians they don't perform, we as the population has nothing to do for ensure say yes, we change them. Now the political party, now get that ability, now get that power. When I see some of the disadvantage, because some parliamentarians and they under they will come out the next this 5 year done. They not go say one thing referencing them people one. Everything they go say now waiting the political party believe and waiting them believe as individual. And but you are there representing hundreds, thousands of people who voted for you. Yes. Hundreds, millions, thousands, if not millions of people they suffer under poverty. You are representing them, but you cannot even quote them in your representation. That's not one thing where they pay me with parliamentarians. Them. Una engage with people them, una speak them voice, not on your own personal voice or feelings. No. That make una get opportunity for get even offices them at the different places the one that they represent. Una go engage these people. Una make them voice be heard in decision making. But nothing related to that. Anytime we parliamentarians enough for talk. Now what do you feel? Mr. Speaker, I want to this, Mr. Speaker, everything a personality with a show. Why can't we call the people? Why can't we engage the people? Why can't the people, if we reach several people and put pen and signatures together, say, this now we voice, this now we say. Nothing like that. One day you're here now with parliament, where every time we are representing the people, Now budgets then they discuss so. The people's voice is not in the budget. At the end of the day, they go say now people's budget. May God help we. Thank you very seriously, sir.
Thank you very much, Alpha.
You're always welcome, sir.
Oma, welcome, sir. What you get for me?
Oh, good afternoon. Well, not good afternoon, good evening. And I don't even know whether me Bluetooth, they cut me off work inside the motor car. So I don't even know whether I talk before me, but I know say Al and Mr. Wilfred talk. So I want to say thank you to their contribution. Them people here, then they can teach we lesson. And then they talk to we, and we need for listen, and we need for listen attentively. If we not pay attention to what them people here they talk, we get on our way down the road. Honorable Martin Yuma, a politician. Fisherman not go for tell say fish rotting. But in this case, what they try for do or what they try for say, they talk when they talk that parliament, I don't know if they realize say, then they talk that parliament day, what they call debate. Now words them or things them behavior them inside it stand for change people and life outside of that well side and day. But I don't know if they understand that. Because if Martin Yuma they tin up the holla, they talk say the inflation idea on a single digit, okay, that number. It is on a single digit. Come out na the street and look at the cost of living. Come out, America gets single digit, if I'm not mistaken right now. It gets single digit. But look at the how and cry. Look at all the cry where people in the cry. Back in the days, you're gonna Costco with a cart. $100 you take a cart. Now you don't even need a basket because the stuff then they flop in your hand for $100. So America gets single digit. People then they cry. And guess what? Jobs then they are. You may not get what you want or what you study for, but jobs then they. If push comes and shove, then get provision. If you lost your job, you're not possible to be done to pay tax, you didn't apply for unemployment. Now money they give for a very long time. Until the figure say you don't have fair work, then they fair work for you, or then go advise you say switch your career. Because what you been make and this whatever what you learn, if that job that you never find again, you not go continue for take this money, switch. Now I'm going to any unemployment office in this country, you didn't meet a billboard because I not say with a call board of the county and the city, whoever way the opening, then they encourage the county and the city. They encourage them people and they for bring their openings them and can put on there. So when you go apply for unemployment, Then they say, go look at that for so. We go give you, but go look at that. Maybe you gonna that body, you go see something there where cross your eye. So you go pick that, you go try the first. Instead of normal with a give unemployment check. We go get a give 'em. But go try like look at that. So then make them provisions then they na yeah. With all they cry about to better economy. People are still where they get SSI check. People and they still where they get food stamp. People are still there where they under Section 8. Means for una in America. I don't know, una na England, una go know. Because una they give una houses they under for free. Where the government they come in, if you go get apartment, they say, okay, this apartment at $1,000, you pay 300, would they pay 700 for you? Then things they are not there in Sierra Leone. When they do that for you, you yourself go figure that out. You tell we which stock you want to buy, how you want to buy up. That's the things that they go. So people in the land. So nobody not need anybody again for teach them. So this that common sense now we don't need for long at they tell we the middle man at the street where we not ever talk for them. No say this economy they beyond lifeline. The rest them they buy them 200,000 because you get some people where I don't know why God give them brain. People like Alpha Khan, we're not afraid God for cancer, you don't talk say. Rest be 66,000, now 200,000. So it go up by 5 times. We meet at 200, 90, 200, 90, 600. The man will explain. But people like Alpha Khan, when you get human beings like that, why we get a man at them closet, like the Alpha Khan that go put me life say, you get the body in a closet. Because the way they talk, they see it not get no fear for human being, it not get no thinking for human being. The man I don't know if you get relatives and stuff where you care about. Because if you care about your relatives, them, you go care about the next person where you not even relate to. But if you they say things sometimes the way the man they say, you don't wonder how this man as a human being. Because you they see how the man they joke just for making ends means. Where the APC make like say Sabi talk. You know, it add up. You know, even add up. You don't go compare that 10 and that to now. The real situation there, you want to talk? I be they buy, why begin? People they buy cement 55,000. Now cement now 190,000. So why we not go talk about that? The CL loan and they talk about 27,000, I mean 6,000. We not go talk about that. Now how people them they line up every day they go to Guinea for go make ends means. Now then they tell you say if you want damage your money go to Guinea. Not get that and go China. After where Sierra Leone go through a war of 11 years. We not even at certain points we not even get government. Presidents not there. People are not be defend each other. But yet with Leone we still stand. The one that would not in a war, it be stand against them, it be holding head high. And that matter be, will Leone take a dive? Take a dive so bad. Now, if we not mistake, by the end of this year, give me the money, the triple win. If you not quadruple. So now that's what they talk about. So all them people and they will be get $1,000 for going to Guinea, buy market and come make hand tomorrow. They're not going again. Because with $1,000 not be nothing again. That economy they would talk about. Not the inflation number go down. Inflation number go down, you not get no reflection. So we people this country they have to stand still. Not the way easy for people And if you cannot they tell people and say, now then why they politicize austerity. We not care. We not care. All them word here and then terms here they use. If you gonna robbing, who say me grow up robbing? I don't know how many people know robbing. Robbing is Afrobe Road next to God Street. Then they go ask them people then they lead they sell Casada leaf. Go ask them, say, you know what in austerity? Go ask them, say, you know what in inflation? Then go smile, them say you not funny funny. So that they ring that they head. Then one waiting they put water and rest in a pot for them picking them. Then one to them wake up in the morning, that picking ready for go school. Say, Mama, I don't ready. Oh. That money where they China in La Paz. Now those people are them banking and then they them banking and then La Paz. Then they tie the money. He hope it lose the La Paz. At the edge. Now then they tie the money. It lose the La Paz. Put money they pull money again. Picking say go school. Now that to the talk about. Now that economy they would talk about. Not on a nonsense. On a rubbish show now they talk here at Tommy. But you know what? Now Africa would they talk about. Because tomorrow they put ballot box. You go find about 1 million to 2 million. Trust me. We still believe so now they do good. So Sierra Leoneans said because then they vote say because when the economy not good, you whether they struggle. Then they vote say because I mean they mandate Mrs. na mende man, we all for stay mende. Na timni man de, Mrs. na timni man, we all for stay timni. That is Sierra Leone. Africa as a whole. But Ghana don't move from there. You see how Ghana the exchange? When things are not right, they move. Then they move back and forth. They don't just think say they were an Afanti or they were an Ashanti. No. Then they move back and forth because they're civilized. The education level of Ghana is they up. They understand. They know say we need a vote now say because you na Kumasi you come out or you come on Accra. It no matter. That their livelihood. Sierra Leoneans they need for wake up and begin to figure that say this type of livelihood. We're not gonna sit down all the way now with the waste with time. It's not waste to the waste time, but we know so we did the waste time. We pick all the dry now we want for attack them people, yeah. Then when they give you that single ballot, you forget about waiting them on you decide for put pride before your life. You decide for put pride before your own health. You decide for put pride before your well-being. That tells me who Sierra Leoneans and Africans they be. If you do that, you really tell me who that you be. And you they ask me, say, why you they feel sorry for me? I mean, I don't feel sorry for myself. But why you they feel sorry for me? You they oversee the holla holla. Me not see what you they see. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Omar. Ezekiel, welcome, sir. What you get for?
Thank you so much, Triple. Thanks to the panelists and to all listeners. And inflation. Yeah, the numbers this government can get for a lot of things, and it completely different from waiting people and they really feel not the ground. You know, I didn't know I think he pull numbers. I think what I think he really include these statistics that we think he get together and then tell you say, oh, now the number is, so would they really control that number there? Would they collect the information and this? So now one thing you can come up with numbers, but then you watch what's in the reality at the ground, and then you show some empathy with the people and for let them understand, say, yes, you care, you did try, but they work with this party. But again, the sad part about all this now, when the time comes for let people really make decision about how they feel when you've been in a power or when you not in a power, how you care about them. Where the time comes for let people make that decision again, few people somewhere take that decision from the people. Now in they cause this. Now in they make people they go na power, they don't really care. They just make up numbers and they try for feel how the people in the field. They watch around, they see what's in the go on. How people in the field. So it's very frustrating, it's really painful for watch people and get the way people and puts in power or way somebody force them by people and then they tell you pompous things and we know how then they feel now the ground. It's very painful. Then they talk about, rest price don't go down, fuel price don't go down small. So, things that Brahma was right. Construction from the time we cement begin go up, when last it can down? Never. It just they go up, you know. And all them people and they try for build small thing, kitchen here and there. They employ people there. Just imagine if them prices and they don't, you gladly for either expand what they do or hire more people. But all them here, they squeeze all over the place. And then somebody they just begin to argue about inflation number. Would I care about number? We they reflect on the people there. Every day and just the same painful things and would they hear it from people away and they in power. Nobody they ever say, you know what? We get this number, they look like say don't candle, but when we they look around, we know how the situation they, and we go continue for fights very hard for make sure say one day it come to the level we want. But we used to do and vigorously argue, the reality is like they be big English here where a lot of them and they speak, then get still people and we and then towns and corner the corner of Sierra Leone where they reading that man we did at that place, especially when at the party there or na the region it come on. If you listen to them, if you read the English way they talk, and they put rest on your table, and they make your life better. Just imagine teachers they forget pin code and then don't take exam, and then I think they say they forgo. I did talk about out of experience. Three of the teachers that then go fill out NASIT paper. Just imagine this NASIT paper, we then for collect that form, the NASIT, and they fill them out. They say they for pay 300,000 for the paper. Teachers the way they're not pay 98, so then they try for just getting code for themselves. Now they for pay for a taxes way then go pay to government for that form. Somebody's in a Minister of Education, he say then for pay that day. So my man goes, no, we go collect the forms they count away and don't fill them out. The boss man not in the way come. He left them there. So would I tell them say that for count that form? Would I give them? So when you talk to them, we say, oh, cow with the evidence. It's constantly going on. They just continue for push things them around, simple things where people for do. Where they for pay the government. Where if then get salary, then go take the taxes from them. That form they for fill them out. And somebody, they tell poor teacher we come on a village, come whole day in a McKinney for fill a mile, they go tell and say car with 300,000. And inflation don't go down. Everything smooth. Wait time come for people and for vote. For let them choose the right people, and somebody somewhere they make that decision and continue for punish with people. And you feel say now good seed you they sow. Now remember now jail for this and Kobe come on. Now that grievance, it been there with until we get the opportunity for can cause mayhem. It destroy innocent people. Where you they sow this bad seed, you they affect future generation in that country they over and over. And when that happen, the whole country they suffer. When I change, when I act and work for the people of Sierra Leone. Thank you so much, Triple. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Tony, welcome. What you get for me?
Yeah, Abraham, thanks for having me. And Kusha Kabo from Leone. I want to say thanks to Brother Al, Brother Usfren, Brother Omar, and Brother Ezekiel. Excuse me. I think the major challenge we face, especially for Sierra Leone, we every year I would say we see supplementary budgets we they waiting because supplementary budget is really in a way you they come back and can say we ask for more money You understand? And I think say what the details and or some of the questions them we maybe expects for make the honorable acts or make the honorable acts. Now for let you give detailed outline what are the areas that way you have to spend more money because you already don't do a budget. A budget now you plan expenditure. And I guess what you get forget that the money where they come inside saying that this will have to do this, then there. So okay, we have to spend 100 million. We'll go allocate to all the other ministries them. Now you can now say I need 50. So you need to tell us the breakdown. Okay, you need a because of contingency purpose. Say, okay, yes, we they involve in infrastructures or certain we would say we have to make, we have to rebuild hospital, then we have to do all that thing. I think say waiting there for the acts, the question for the acts, so that we able to get good insights and then we able to understand why the contingency or why the supplementary budget. You understand? Now for let them give you a breakdown for say okay now this now this now this. But when you look with fiscal policy, Abraham, now the thing that the way they affect you fiscal policy, our government they generate revenue and how we they spend them. Now the huge challenge we face because if you look for example, where some people will say, oh the wage bill. Yes, it's nice for let the wage bill high because when you employ the right people them and you know say there is that proportional sharing of salary where people then they paid by the kind of work the way they do. You understand? Like teachers are doing very well. You expect see they forget that we people that can understand say yes, you they spread you they cut across the spending or you wait till God. But when it comes to a situation where most of this money the way they request for supplementary budget where they ask for, not will say directly the money they need and they inject some on certain projects and way they benefit the people there. Most of their money they way they raise on administrative costs for other people the way they appoint. Other people the way they get fat because every day or I mean, sorry, not every day or every week or every month, you must see it has pleased the president, and so you see appointments and they come up. And then some of those positions, if we really want to be very, very prudent in the way we spend with money, such a position, the way you're able to combine them. You know they duplicate because what you I mean you it's like you see different position where they create where you're not able to differentiate this person in role from this other position where there's because if you ask me for example why you get rice specialists why you get all the what's they call where you get staff minister of agriculture we get a lot of staff that way they work there we go able for where you say you get within a research and planning team where then this and that and they are different areas them where you go so when you look at certain position they wouldn't create then they cause this problem because all those positions where they create they come with some fat benefits a fringe benefits they get access to vehicle they get fuel they get this they get that and when you add up those values imagine that person they can dey under 2028 now, Boku money that they would talk about. Certain salary na $5,000 for month, and we can do all that. So I think say for me, you know, so I know they say we don't reach that austerity level for levity, but I think say we just need to be wise in the way we spend with fiscal policy. Certain areas and the way you know say okay, government get for cut cost on this because government want for save money and get surplus for add to the medical condition of the country. And the medical condition as Sierra Leone it's really challenging. You understand? He really want to see challenge. I said it yesterday. I went na Kinama Road. You understand? We look at the rate at which way people then they die in Sierra Leone. There's a lot you go hospital, doctor say, or people that says, oh, this sick not to hospital sick. Just because we don't have the things the way for able for diagnose you, for let them find out then sick the way they inside your body. We will not get the tools, we don't get the system, we will not get no machinery, no nothing. And that person go come on a salon with that same secret, he go Ghana, it gets medication, a cure, they come back. So those are all missed opportunities. The way you find us say, if governments can put their eyes down and make them focus down and we concentrate on the smaller things and say, okay, we want for equipped Connaught Hospital. Where if somebody sick self is sick. Before they go Ghana, go Bukana government hospital na Connaught because Connaught gets the standard. They look for a way they make you go any other country for. Because if that person they left salon for go Ghana, that's only Leone they go with. They go foreign exchange. You understand what I mean? And I lost opportunity. But if we have exactly within that person they go fend, that cure the way they go look for medical condition na Sierra Leone, that money now they go, that money they inject now your economy. So that thing the way they look at the macro economy, they look at your GDP. Because it connected, you look at the output, the more the productivity we but in all these things when we talk about inflation, we go always see certain essential things them they show say prices are not coming down because remember whether person not sell big I mean a private owned business where government not get no shares. So those are all the ways the way government they create because once you get areas where government they generate revenue, there's nothing wrong for make you come with supplementary budget because you know say definitely government they get big institutions the way they generate revenue. But in case of Sierra Leone, the burden is on the final consumer. It's really on the final consumer. Even when they say, oh, restaurant can down. Oh, but when you go in a market, fish no price not they don't go. Pepper, where you get focus, okay, you know they can eat dry, yes. You understand? I read the honorable they say, or the Lamina they say, oh, na salon na the only government, na the country where you get $100 go buy 3 bags of rice. What do you they take eat the? What do you they take eat the rest? Now the rest you can eat. Go to the market like you see the price of fish. Go to the market like you see the price of pepper. We know the export, we know the import pepper. Now, locally grown salon pepper with it, but it's so expensive. You can't even go in a market now with 100,000 euro before it's fine. No, now manage they manage, especially if you not get less. Yet alone. So I think say the government can for spend. Now those are the things that will make you want let your member of parliament and engage them on areas that were very, very key and relevant. Not to them other things them. But Abraham, as I tell you, I mean you they go salon not them. You they see the situation really challenging. Nice. Certain areas and they okay, it's booming. We don't expect say government will do everything and we get there overnight. It's a process. But there are certain confidence with government get for create in the minds of business. Because remember, business or investment is all risk by itself. And for let person they go put in money and the certainty for make I get me money back in this business, it's not easy because what is happening in Sierra Leone, I will tell you for free. Most of these ministers, most of these MDs of ministry department agency, all those contracts when they go first into private people. You know where they go to? Majority of them we see that minister of labor, that way they fire. Outside government contracts away now 30% and they pay upfront. You know what even they happen when auditors then go there? That mean they pay 100%. Even with the job not started to not do it 100%. That make them fire. It was so if not so in one game they do that in the majority of them. They do business. You go find out say there's conflict of interest. So business is the way for go to other people than when we don't use for the do business, the supplier or other vendors than when we the supply government. They're all not doing business right now. They're all dynamic. You find out say when you go on the ground, a lot of ground will day. So now everybody now they fell late for self cooking. I mean, everybody, most people that when we meet, like beach where you go meet people that hang out and this and that, they're not gonna tell you say, hey, now this business to do, now this business. But it's like you see the atmosphere, you see the ambience, like say a lot of things the way people in the get money in that country, the natural legal business, plenty. So it's really challenging just because what we make there are a lot of we fiscal policies, our government they manage and spend with money or generate with money, so much leakages. So it's all things, it's all corruption. I said it yesterday, integrity is the problem we lack. Cuts across government, private, this integrity. Everybody just thinks self. Other countries around they think about their country first. So many things, and make it say, if we actually get our act together, we get things then we people put things then together. Abraham, Salongo FIBA Dubai. Salongo be the next country. All man they want for cow because we make once companies they did they say we get the enabling environment. What I mean enabling environment, we get lights when industrial lights, light not the wink, not actually that you get things them. Factory go they can't open factory go they can't salon they no CS. It's cheaper for make we can operate in Sierra Leone than with the exports other African countries. Them. There's nothing wrong with that. We go see them because what you make we environment, we economy done. But when you get an economy wherein you change $100 and you when you don't sell those, they come in here when they report that they balance sheet, they know they report the financial statements or whatever. Not so in Leone. So majority of them foreign they converted in dollars. So every month or waiting ago, it's the whole challenge. So it's a lot of issues. It's a lot of issue when it comes to with fiscal policy, we whatever what we think. It's a lot of I mean. God help we country. We all they hope for the best. Me, I want us we get hope just like you. How you get hope? So we country will sweet one day. It's all hands on deck, but I think say there are people then they will need for take responsibility, and people then they will need for take ownership to it. Now we make the process slow. Now we they make things not they go fast, because if people then waiting at the end of things when then they take decision, they're able for take the right decision, able for open hands. Not to foresee you for no this person in our system, because I did try forget one document where you know when the go to the office, you know what's in the act say? They say if me a system man. What do you mean by system man? And they can't for can create employment, and they can't for can give people a job. When they ask if me a SLPP person. On irrelevant. For level somebody they can, like just like you in America, you are open business, but they can ask you, this person a Republican or a Democrat. So silent they ask you a question in America now. Now the question and they ask, tell what you want for do business, what you can for, let them give you open up. Then they ask you if you're not a system man. System man. So if you're not a system man, so say you're on the other side, then we get ask you more or then get for pull money in your pockets where even you not for even spend that kind of money. So it's all business now. It's corruption, bruh. Corruption, they're big. They're big, bruh.
All right, thank you very much, Tony.
You're welcome.
We done for today. They don't pass some already, the supplementary budget, they don't enact them. Hopefully. Now, like Mami, we go buy ginger cake. We say, they can't buy ginger cake for the picking them. You know, Tone say, use the name, say, buy the ginger cake, we reach now, not for the picking them, buy the ginger cake. Go there back tomorrow. God help us. Thank you for what you always do with me. Tata.